Super NES version, like I said, that at the time was the best Zelda game. That was absolutely fantastic. So what can top it? What can top a game where you consider that to be the best Zelda game? It has to be the N64. Now, a lot of people consider the Ocarina of Time to be the greatest game ever made, and I can't argue with them. When I played it back in the N64, it was absolutely fantastic. It truly was a masterpiece of a game. With the towns, characters, music was absolutely brilliant. Unfortunately, the reason I can only show the title on this one is because my save file corrupted. I have never had that happen to me while making any of these videos. All my Transformers, my Duke Nukem, my Doom, all my save files have always been perfect. But Ocarina didn't let it work for me. So I could only really show like this wee bit here. And this one is talking about the hero of time. And this is where you get introduced to Link when he becomes a teenager and obviously a young kid. And it's all again through the Master Sword. So this one also shows like the origins of Ganon as well, which was absolutely fantastic here in his backstory. And again you've got say Princess Zelda. So nothing changes in that one. But this year, because of the 25th anniversary, it was quite cool to see on the 3DS this game. Who would think a cartridge like that with and an N64 with playing a handheld like I'm showing you the now? It's absolutely brilliant. The only bad thing I can't show is obviously the 3D. A camera can't pick it up. I tried, it doesn't work. So unfortunately you just have to stick to the 2D, but I do recommend, this is the reason to go and buy a 3DS. To have Ocarina of Time as a handheld is just absolutely brilliant. And there's a game there. I mean, who would thought, like I said, who would thought? It's absolutely brilliant to see that. Speaking of handhelds, let's move on to the DS. Now, first game I'm going to show you is the Phantom Hourglass. That's the first one. Now this is a direct sequel to the Wind Waker, which I'll show you a wee bit later on. This was actually quite a cool game. I enjoyed it. It's a bit hard to get used to straight away, like you can see with the camera here. I do apologise for the camera work as well. With the handhelds it is a bit awkward. Just try to show you the game, but with the DS it was a bit awkward. Because you've got to use the DS stylus to move and also swing your sword and that. It was a cool game. I really enjoyed it, especially it was a direct sequel to the Wind Waker. And obviously after that it got another sequel, Spirit Tracks. I'll let you see the game. Obviously you get two wee figures, but I've got them set up over here just now. But the game, that right there was the whole reason this game was crap. Why would you have a train in the Zelda universe? Boats, okay. Horses, okay. The new one, you're in a bird. Why a train? But let's move on. I'm not going to keep complete talk about it all the time. I mean, it just brings up all sorts of anger. But the next one I had to get for the DSi, and that was the Four Swords. Now, unfortunately, I haven't really played this one yet. Just with, obviously, with work and that just now, I've not really had the chance to sit and play it, but I'm going to give it a try. So I'll show it off just now. If you guys have played it, please let me know what it's like. A lot of people say this is one of the best games you'll get to try. Obviously it was out in the GameCube as well as the Game Boy SP, but this I managed to get in the DSi, so I'm quite happy for that. And speaking of the other game, Language Cap, same again. I haven't played this game, but for what I know, this is supposed to be the start of the timeline, where Link gets his green hat, his traditional green hat, and moves on, obviously through all the other games about the green hat, but this is where it all began. Apparently it's supposed to be one of the best games in the Zelda universe. Traditional top-down view, it just plays like the old Game Boy games, which is a great thing. I mean, they're the ones I prefer out of all the handhelds. They were the ones I absolutely loved. So let's move on. Now we're going to talk about two games that I love and hate. Now let's start with the Wind Waker. I absolutely love this game. The Wind Waker, a lot of people didn't like, but I absolutely loved it on the GameCube. I thought with the graphics it was something different. To find out about Hyrule being flooded underwater, stuff like that, and obviously this is a bit different because now it's pirates, and this Link is supposed to be like a descendant of the Hero of Time. So it's not a sequel, so to speak, but there is like a mention to like the Hero of Time. And here's the game here. Nice gold case, and it comes with 2 discs. That is the Ocarina Master Quest, and it's a standard game, and that's also the one where my file corrupted. So again, I do apologise I never got to show you it, but I can get to show you the Wind Waker. And another thing, nice wee thing they've done as well, a nice wee gold disc. Absolutely perfect. So as I'm showing you it here, the game evolved around obviously Hyrule being flooded. I mean, Hyrule's been showed out through all the games apart from the Game Boy. It never mentions it's Hyrule. Same with the DS, it never mentions it's Hyrule, but Hyrule is the main place with the massive castle, and obviously the different parts going about it and different people that live there with the villages and all that. But this one felt different. It's a break from the norm, something completely different, but a lot of people didn't like it. They said it was like childish cartoon graphics. I thought it was really good. Story was fantastic. Again, I'd love for you guys to try it. I don't want to give too much away, but we'll move on to the Zelda game. It came out 2007. Now there's 2 versions, as I'm showing you just here when it's going to go to the title. Twilight Princess. Talk about the Wii version first. I hated this game. I hate the Wii remote, I hate the nunchuck, and that is the sole reason I hate this game. Now don't get me wrong, the story's fantastic, the graphics are absolutely amazing. Now I'm going to be nitpicky and say it's not traditional in the sense when you're watching Link use his right hand for his sword, left hand for the shield, because out of all the Zelda games he's left-handed. I know that is like the smallest thing I could pick up and use as like a fault to the rest of the games, but it's just one of the wee things that, I mean, fans pick these things up, but I absolutely hated the Wii remote. I don't like standing, swinging a sword like that and using a shield with the nunchuck. Didn't like it. Now, I never got the GameCube version till later on, and we all know this was the GameCube's swan song, and what a way to go out. Like I said, the game was absolutely brilliant. The story was fantastic. Hyrule was as big as ever in this game. The main difference was the controller. In this, Link transformed into a wolf, and the reason being, the same with the Super NES version, it's the same with a lot of the Zelda games. There's 2 versions of Hyrule. There's always Dark World and a Light World, and this one goes with the same concept. It feels like a classic Zelda with just a much bigger space to go about with things. It truly was a great game, and it's one of my favourites. I absolutely love it. Out of that, Ocarina and Wind Waker, I'd say Twilight just beats them. A lot of people are going to say about Ocarina, but I absolutely love Twilight Princess. Now, we're coming to the end of this video, and I'm happy I managed to get to do this wee video just to celebrate the 25th anniversary of one of my favourite games. Like I said, this wasn't to set out to review every single one, because you couldn't physically sit and play all these games then try and break them down in a video. It's impossible. All I could do is really show you clips, and I hope you go out to try these games. There truly are some of the classics in the gaming world. Now, we know Skyward Sword is coming. At first I was a bit worried about that. Fortunately I've not got any like videos to show you. When the game comes out, probably get a video put up on this to let you see it, to obviously go for the rest of these. But for what I've read, this is going to be a great game. So until next time, take care.